Good afternoon and welcome to the latest edition of To the Kitchen. Before we get started, I'd like to thank everyone for viewing my last upload, which was cheese, potatoes, and ham. That got 94 views, which ties it for the most viewed video that I have uploaded, with a video of me playing drums with Johnny Green and the Greensmen up in Saginaw years ago. Now, so many years ago, I actually had hair, so if you want to check that out, here is the link. Today we're going to make sloppy joes, and I'm going to dedicate this episode to my dad, who just turned 80. Now, my dad shared this recipe with me. It was given to him by the awesome cooks at the ZCBJ Hall in Owasso, so guaranteed to be tasty, and which, watch out. Now, of course, we're not going to make sloppy joes on my love seat. We have to go to the kitchen. Okay, we've got all our ingredients laid out on the counter. I'm going to let you know what you're going to use today. First off, we need a pound of ground beef. We're going to need half of a green pepper diced up fine. We're going to need half an onion diced up fine, 1 cup of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of mustard, and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. That is all you're going to need. Now, I'm going to tweak the recipe and add some hot sauce because I'm in a spicy mood as usual. And then, of course, we've got a vessel to cook this in. And we've got some buns that we're going to put our sloppy joes on. Okay, the first thing we've got to do is we've got to prep our stuff here. We're going to need about a half an onion. So we've got to take our knife and hack off our vidalia. As you know, I like my vidalias. And peel off that outer first part, because that is a little rough and tough. Okay. We're going to dice her up fine. Now with my cheesy potatoes and ham, I liked my rustic chunks. This we don't want too chunky. So we're going to dice it up a little finer than we did last time. And we want about a half an onion diced up fine. So, we've got half our onion. We're going to put about half of it into the bowl. And then we're going to save half of it for a salad. Okay, the next thing we have to do is get our green pepper going. We're going to cut off the top. Cut off the bottom, and we only need half of this. So I'm going to grab my paring knife. And we're going to get rid of the ribs here. And that way it'll be easier to dice this up into fine little squares. Actually, let's use the bigger knife. And then as we dice it up, we will throw it in with our bowl of onions, because what we're going to do in just a second is we're going to saute this . Okay, now that we've got our onions and our green peppers diced up, we need to give them a little saute. So I've had my pan. It has been slowly warming up. So we're going to take a little bit of olive oil and we're going to put it in the pan. We're going to shake her around so it covers the whole pan. This way nothing's going to stick to it. And then let that warm up just a little bit. Then we're going to add the green pepper and onion. Okay, we've got our oil coating the bottom of the pan. Now we're going to toss in our onion and green pepper. That is the sound of yummy right there. I forgot, we're going to need a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. So we're going to give this a little crack over there. And we're going to shake on just a little bit of salt. And we're going to let our veggies saute. Now while our onions and green peppers are sauteing here, you should turn your oven on and preheat it to 300 degrees, because once we do this, we're going to brown up the beef. Did I say that right? Yeah. We're going to brown up the beef. Then we're going to add the mustard, the ketchup, the brown sugar, and a little bit of hot sauce. And then we got to bake this off for about an hour. But again, make sure you have your oven preheated to 300 degrees. Okay, once our onions and green peppers are sufficiently sauteed and softened, we are going to transfer it back to the bowl, because we've got to put the burger in so we can brown up the burger. So we're going to transfer this. Set that aside for just a little bit. Now we're going to add the burger. We want to brown this really good. And then once our pound of burger is all browned up, we are going to add all of the other goodness and then get ready to put it in the oven. Okay, now that our beef is sufficiently browned, we are going to add the onion and green pepper back in. And then to this, we are going to add 1 cup of ketchup, and I do recommend Heinz ketchup. Heinz, give me a call. So I've already got my cup measured out. We're going to plop in a cup of ketchup. Next, we're going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. Right in she goes. And then next, we're going to add some mustard, and we're going to use Plouchman's mustard today. Plouchman's, give me a call if I did not pronounce that right, and I'll cut you a deal on sponsorship. So we'll take our mustard, and 1 tablespoon of mustard goes in the pan. And then again, today we are going to spice up our Sloppy Joes with a little bit of hot sauce. I am using Frank's hot sauce today. Frank's, get in touch with me. We can work out something. And we're just going to do a couple dashes. Not too hot. And now we're going to give this a mix. Make sure everything's all mixed up nice and good. And then when we're done with the thorough mix, we are going to drop this into an oven-safe vessel, and then we're going to bake it off at 300 degrees for about an hour. Now, I could actually put this in the oven as is because my pan is oven-safe, but if you have a non-stick pan or a pan with a non-metal handle or something like that, make sure you put it into an oven-safe vessel before you drop it into the oven. Okay, our ingredients are thoroughly combined, and now we're going to dump it into our oven-safe vessel. Smells good already. And then we're going to give it one last mix. We're going to drop the top on it and stick it in the oven for 1 hour at 300 degrees. Okay, it is time to get our goodies out of the oven. Of course, you got to grab your oven mitts, and last chance. Hooters, I have been pushing your restaurant and your awesome oven mitts for the last 2 videos. If I don't hear something from you soon, you are going to be missing out on my tens of viewers. and I'd hate for you to miss out on all that business. Oh, there she is. Oh, how beautiful is that? We're going to let that sit and cool off on the oven top there for about 10 minutes, and then we are going to dig in. Okay, it is time to chow down. I have my sloppy joes and my chips, my tall glass of milk. Oh, also I have added some cheddar cheese to my sloppy joes to add a little tang to it. So I am hungry. I'm going to shove one of these in my mouth. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the kitchen. Again, this episode was from my dad. Happy 80th birthday once again. Love you very much. Until next time, see you later.